Target's like, hey girl, you coming back or no? Because look, let me tell you what we doing. It was like, first of all, let us apologize a little bit. Not a lot. It ain't gonna be no direct apology. But it's gonna be like, look, girl, you know we loved you all along. Like, I was just bullshitting because, I couldn't really be who I wanted to be because, that man over there with the wispy hair said that we had to be like him. So, but I always loved you. That's what they're trying to do to get y'all back in that damn store. Y'all going or not? Because they are now spotlighting an ongoing partnership with a group that's dedicated to Black founders, and it's called Rice. So on October the 20th, they had a little memo that went out outlining this whole relationship with Russell Innovation Center. Now, and this is like a little center for entrepreneurs that, like I said, supports Black businesses and gives them education, gives them mentorship, access to retail readiness opportunities, all the things, all the things. Now, their Retail Readiness Academy funds like initiatives for like training and retail strategy and like business skill and all those things. And they even have a little reach across the aisle when it comes to HBCUs. So, kind of like targeting their, those folks and making sure that they are matched up with mentors, making sure, that you're successful once you get out of the program. Now, mind you, this is months after we've seen them stumble, fall, trip, roll down the second set of steps, all of that. Because let's not act like we ain't seen that them stores look like desert tumbleweeds like rolling through there. But they think also, booting out that little CEO, which, we know they only dropped his ass down into a more prominent position. Just because, he's no longer CEO doesn't mean that man is not somewhere in the company, because that's exactly where he's at. Making more business aligned decisions instead of just being a little company figurehead. Well, we clocked you. We good. And then let's not forget them dwindling ass sales, okay? Because baby, they really thought y'all asses was gonna come back in there during Easter. And when y'all didn't come back in there, they was like, oh, the sales have not been resurrected. They really thought back to school y'all was gonna be back to Target, and y'all asses was like, no, big dog, we got somewhere else we can go shop. Mm-hmm. Now, they also want people to remember their REACH initiative, which is the Racial Equity Action and Change, which was the $2 billion that y'all have heard. What's the little pastor name? Jamal Bryant talk about or whatever. When he hijacked the movement, because let's not forget again, Black women, we have done this since January. I don't give a damn what all these little other little places have said. That the movement started with them or whatever. We know that shit started in January when the war cry went out. Now, here's the thing. Like we know, back in January is when they abruptly did that, moving to end DI initiatives and all the things, citing a realignment of strategy and focus on business neutrality right into the damn garbage. Because they didn't have to do that. Costco didn't do it. They out here thriving, got their edges, all the things. Target, this is something that you wanted to do. And now that it has been proven to your ass that your hateful ass rhetoric was not enough to sustain you, was not enough to keep your shareholders happy, because let's not forget, some of your shareholders are actually suing the fuck out of y'all. Now y'all want to tell Black women, hey, girl, I was just bullshitting. I was just doing that shit just to make you mad. How does it feel? Well, motherfuckers is not. Now, we know some of y'all in there, because some of y'all, I swear to God, we know why Harriet did what she had to do. Mm-hmm. We understand it. Never needed an explanation, because some of y'all, y'all always talking about, oh, I'm not my ancestors. You damn right, because your ancestors actually fought, did some shit. Your ass could never. But here's the thing. Them sales have declined. Them stocks dropped 61% from 2021. And now, in over a decade, Target has not seen any layoffs. They're laying off like 1,000 plus people. They need Black women. They need Black women because, baby, we are the sauce, okay? There is no other blueprint. This is it. And they know that. And they really thinking that this half-ass initiative that they're quietly trying to roll out, and then they're gonna probably do, a little love bombing and whatnot, and be like, girl, come over here and let me embrace you a little bit. No, that's not gonna be good enough. I don't know what that little pastor over there told y'all, but that's not gonna be good enough. Because remember when analysts warned y'all and said that if the politics in society change, your values shouldn't. And they did. So did our spending habits and the space on our phones for that fucking app.
Like and subscribe to Mom's channel.